What's going on, Jeremiahans? 2018 has been an exciting year for the portable arranger keyboards. Yamaha came out with the PSR E463 as well as their flagship GNOS. We also saw the EW410, that is the PSR E463 with a longer keyboard. And of course, Korg came into the game strong with a brand new lineup, and that is the Korg EK50. Never has Korg been in this budget category ever before, and this is a great beginning to a fantastic lineup that we can expect more from Korg. And who can forget Casio with their groundbreaking AIX chipset, which bodes well for their future development in the portable arranger keyboard segment. In this video, I will be making a quick review on 4 categories where you can find the best portable arranger keyboards. And they are namely the budget entry-level category keyboards, we have the value for money portable arranger keyboards, and we have the best mid-price, mid-range portable keyboard, and of course, the best keyboard that money can buy. If you are new here, my name is Jeremy C, and in my channel, I make videos, tips, tutorials, reviews about digital pianos and portable arranger keyboards. If content like this interests you, make sure you subscribe and smash that notification bell icon to not miss out on any videos I upload. This video was made possible by keyboards.sg. If you're looking for a great keyboard deal as well as great keyboard buying advice, make sure you check out the link in the description below. Let's get started. The first category I will be talking about is the budget arranger keyboard. And in this category, we have the Yamaha PSR E363. For about US $180, you are getting great value for money. You're getting a keyboard that has 48 notes polyphony. It has 4 different touch velocity curves. It is also well built and easy to use. That is the most important factor for me for an entry-level keyboard. It has to be easy to use because a student or a learner is trying out learning a new skill for the first time, and you do not want to daunt them with loads of features and functions which they will not use or they will find daunting and cannot maneuver around the keyboard. And in this case, the PSR E363 has done a really good job in being really friendly and easy to use, well built, light, and easy to carry around. If you need to run it on batteries and just play it on your couch, you can do that with no problems. In addition, there are 574 sounds and 165 styles found in the PSR E363. And a lot of the voices are very usable bread and butter voices that the beginner will find really great for making music for the first time. And the styles cover the entire genre and are all well programmed and are all extremely usable. And for students who are trying to fiddle around with sound settings on this keyboard, the Yamaha PSR E363, you can also have dual layers of sounds as well as split up the keyboard to have one sound on the left and one sound on the right side. And if the voices are not to your liking, you can tweak them with the 12 reverb types as well as the 6 EQ settings. And for students who hasn't got around to playing double or triple notes on the right hand because they are still starting out, there are actually 26 harmony functions that they can use to thicken up the sounds on their right hand. In addition, for students without a sustain pedal, there is also a panel sustain function that they can use just before they get their own sustain pedal for greater control. And this keyboard at this very affordable price range also comes with a 2-track sequencer for the beginner to venture into the early days of multi-track recording. What I really like about this keyboard is that it has a USB audio interface built in, which means that you can directly connect a USB cable to your computer and you can start recording audio without needing an external physical audio hardware. And for learners who like to play along with songs that they download from the internet, or if they're taking the Trinity Pop and Rock exams where they have to play along with a CD, they can actually use the aux-in of this keyboard to play along with, which is perfect. The next item on my list is the best value for money portable arranger keyboard for 2018, and that has got to come from Casio. Casio this year launched their brand new CTX series, and it comes with a fantastic AIX sound chipset which makes their voices a lot more realistic than their previous CTK and WK series, which used to sound quite toy-like and synthesized. At $450, the Casio CTX 5000 gives really fantastic, great value for that money. It is packed full of features and functions at this price range that any musician or hobbyist will need for a very long time. So let's look at what you are getting for US $450. For this price, you are getting 800 voices and 235 styles. And the Casio CTX 5000 comes with 64 notes of polyphony, which is a step up from the Yamaha PSR E363. And this polyphony makes sure that you don't run out of notes when you're playing your long piano passages. In addition, we have 100 DSP effects and you can tweak the sounds to your heart content. There are also 150 arpeggiated patterns that you can use for your dance music, EDM music to make your sounds more unique. And if you don't like how the keyboard sounds from out of the box, there is a very customizable and programmable 4-band EQ. One of the features that makes this keyboard really good value for money is that you can edit and create styles from scratch to make sure it fits the music that you're trying to play. In addition, there's a whole myriad of chord detection modes that's usually not found in this price range. It does things like chord on bass, as well as the full keyboard detection, which are not found in the Yamaha PSR E series. And at this price range, Casio gives you a 17-track sequencer, which is more than what most other keyboards out there are giving you. And there is also that option to play back audio files that is in your USB stick that you can play along with. If you do not want to do that, you can also plug in your music player through the aux-in and play along with the music found in your phone. Another great feature found on the Casio CTX 5000 is the mic input jack. The mic input jack allows you to plug in a guitar or a microphone, and the sound that is coming in from the mic in jack, whether it's your guitar playing or you're singing or in a microphone, can be configured with a delay, chorus, and different reverbs to get the exact sound that you want. You can also trim the amount of gain that's coming in from that jack. You can also find a section on this keyboard where you can record your own phrases into phrase pads that you can use to spice up your playing and make it more interesting. However, it's really disappointing that Casio didn't include basically 90% of the phrases. They have left it all blank except for one single bank, and that is a big disappointment, which prevents it from clinching the Best Mid-Range Keyboard award. You can also save your registration settings and your presets in 16 banks of 8 buttons. However, the limitation of this is that you cannot name the banks. And that is something which is important to me and for a lot of students who are building their catalog or library of pieces. And this Casio CTX 5000 also support things like a second expression pedal, a portamento button, as well as modulation button. You also get a pitch bend. Keyboards around this price range normally only gives you a pitch bend, and occasionally they give you a modulation wheel. And this keyboard also comes with 2 very powerful 15-watt speakers, which is more than enough for a small gathering of about 20 to 30 people. Really useful when you're talking about cell group settings in a church Bible study, or you are talking about a birthday gathering. There are a few reasons why I cannot recommend this keyboard as the best mid-range keyboard. And that is because this keyboard has a massively steep learning curve. The UI, the user interface is frustrating. The manual is not the best written. There are a lot of inconsistency in the manual and on the actual keyboard itself. And although this keyboard comes with 4 variations for every style, there is no auto fill-in, which is an important aspect of live solo playing. In addition, there is no USB audio interface out. You have to get an external audio interface if you want to record your music onto the computer. And as I mentioned earlier, there is no ability to name the registration banks that you have saved, and that makes organizing your music so much harder. There is a much smaller community of Casio users, and the number of downloadable Casio styles is almost non-existent. And that is what I'm looking for in a value for money mid-range keyboard, and that is the reason why this keyboard, the Casio CTX 5000, does not make the cut. And the final reason why I'm hesitant to name the Casio CTX 5000 as the best mid-range keyboard is the resale value. Casio keyboards normally don't hold their resale value as well as some of the other brands like Korg or Yamaha. The third item on my list is the best mid-range keyboard, and this comes from Yamaha, and it is the Yamaha PSR S670. Although on this list, the Yamaha PSR S670 is the oldest keyboard that has been out for a little while, but it still contains a lot of the features and functions that I look for in a mid-range arranger keyboard. The US $800 PSR S670 is a keyboard that contains features and functions that will grow with the musician and the hobbyist, and it contains the features and functions that you will need in time to come. So this keyboard has 128 notes polyphony, and that is coupled with 5 different velocity curves, and these makes it really great for playing different kinds of acoustic instruments and makes it really expressive. However, one of the biggest selling point and the biggest advantage of the Yamaha PSR S670 is the 4.3-inch dot matrix LCD screen. This screen makes the whole user experience so much better, makes things so much friendly to use, easy to navigate around. At a glance, you can tell all the information that you are using when you are playing at the home screen. The user interface is so easy that any musician who has not touched a Yamaha keyboard before will not even need the manual, because everything is just laid out so logically, and you can see at a glance everything that you need to edit sounds and to edit styles or to make any kind of settings you need. In this keyboard, you find more than 900 different sounds, and if it's not enough for you, it has the ability to load some samples. Even though the memory space is not significant, it is not a massive amount, but it still gives you the ability to load some samples if you want to have sounds that is beyond what is built into this keyboard. In addition, the Yamaha PSR S670 comes with 230 very well programmed styles. You can tell that it's well programmed because if you're switching between the variations, you're doing a fill-ins, they're all programmed to be very smooth in the transition. Furthermore, if you want to tweak the sounds to your own liking, there are lots of little fader functions on the screen that makes it really easy to see how you are shaping the sound. And if the 230 built-in styles are not to your liking, what I really like about the Yamaha PSR S670 is that it is so easy to edit the styles, to remove certain instruments, to add certain parts to it, or even to build a style from scratch. And for real-life solo playing, if you're playing an arranger keyboard in a solo environment, things like the auto fill-in really helps a lot, in that it reduces the number of button presses you need in between verses and chorus of the song, and the 2 completely configurable pedal inputs. Both the pedal inputs are so highly configurable. Anything that you can think of you need to do with your hands, you can configure it to be triggered with your foot using the foot pedal. And that is one of the key points that is important when you are playing live and you are playing complex passages. You need to change sounds, turn on effects, move between different sections of the song, and all these can be done without your hands even leaving the keys. And as befitting a semi-professional keyboard, this keyboard comes with all types of imaginable chord detection methods. We are talking about cordon bass, full AI keyboard chord detection, all of it is there. I also like the fact that the Yamaha PSR S670 can record directly an audio file to the USB stick, and after recording you can just pull out the USB stick and load it up on your computer. The difference between the phrase pads on the Yamaha PSR S670 versus the ones on the Casio CTX 5000 is that Yamaha has filled up loads and loads of different phrases in the phrase pad banks. In addition, the phrase pads on the Yamaha PSR S670 goes one up. You can actually have little short phrases in your USB stick, and you can actually link them to the phrase pads. In the middle of your playing, you can have a dog barking, or your child crying, or even someone singing, and this just enhances the entire performance by many folds. And if you want to have a performance in an EDM style or electronica style, and you want to tweak the sounds and shape the sound in real time, you can do so because there are live control knobs. And what is different is that these live control knobs can also be saved into registration banks, and you can use them in your playing to get an extremely personalized and unique set of performance, which cannot even be replicated if you try to play it again, because the knobs can be tweaked in real time. And the final reason why the Yamaha PSR S670 wins the Best Mid-Range Portable Keyboard Award is because there is a massive community of users. You can find a lot of user-created styles that you can download onto your Yamaha PSR S670. You can also purchase aftermarket or third-party samples that you can load onto your PSR S670. In addition, if you are not up to building your own registration banks yet, you can download entire registration sets for different kinds of songs that you're looking for. And because of the ability to name each and individual registration bank, you can easily create a USB stick containing thousands and thousands and thousands of registration that you can use for your performances. And let's not forget that Yamaha usually hold their value much better than most other brands due to the fact that it is more well known. The last category is the best arranger keyboard that money can buy. Basically, if budget is not an issue, you just want the best, you don't care whether it's value for money, you want the cutting edge technology, you want the best that's out there, it has to be the Yamaha G-Nos arranger keyboard. The Yamaha G-Nos keyboard is really the best that Yamaha has in terms of synth technology. There's lots of sound shaping, you can load loads and loads of samples, and you can do whatever really imaginable. There's lots of sliders and faders, you can connect it to a DAW, and a lot of the voices there are just not found on any other keyboard in their range, and they're all really realistic, rich sounding. You can layer up to 3 voices on your right hand, and basically the sky's the limit when it comes to the Yamaha G-Nos keyboard. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure you share, like, comment, and subscribe. Till the next time, be good, make great music, bye-bye.